Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse, and I'm back yet again playing Age of Engineering. And in between episodes, I did a fair amount, not a ton. Let's take a look and get the new things. First off, obviously, I built a giant ME controller. I had to make 67 more controller blocks to complete it. I think it takes 68, I think. Yeah, around 68. Yeah, I did that, and I made a new ME pattern terminal and crafting terminal. So I did that. You don't need this. You don't need this big giant ME controller. I just like it. I really like it. It's shiny. It does the glowies and it looks pretty. So I made that. So I have that. Up here, I moved my original terminals up here. They're all hooked in. You can see everything that's in the drawers and everything that's in the modular storage. Easy peasy. I just use storage buses and some conduit directly connected to the controller as well. So yeah, there's 3 storage buses there, 1 on each storage. So 1 on each modular and 1 on the controller. Scanner's still there just so I can, still pipe in wirelessly to the stuff at least in the modular storage. Unfortunately, modular storage can't see ME drives. I wish it could. That would be beautiful. But yeah, just did that. Not a big deal there. And I think other than that, the only thing I did was down here. No, where am I? There we go. Lost myself for a second. I destroyed our entire circuit assembly line I had going on. It was very temporary. I said I was only going to use it for an hour or 2, and that's all I did. Not even that long. I mean, after the video, I just had to make a little more processors, and I was good to go. What we're going to get to today, though, is going to be full automation of circuits. So yesterday we did, janky half automation, it was an assembly line was all it was. Today we're actually going to do full automation through AE, which is part of the reason I wanted to have the pattern terminal and that terminal down here so I don't have to run upstairs constantly. I have a chest full of stuff here to get to work on. I made several more interfaces. I guess I made 4 storage buses. They're the normal recipe, not a big deal. I made 1 more controller and more glass cable, a bunch more pure Certus quartz. Well, there's actually more of that in the system. It's just not all in the drawer yet. And more fluix, pure fluix, and regular fluix as well. So those are the things I did. Then I broke everything down. So we're going to get to this, but the first thing we need to do is this. We need to grab some of this and some of this cable. And we need to get this drawer here, this drawer controller, hooked into the ME system so the ME system can see it. So that's kind of what we're going to do first here. We're just going to make ourselves a little cable path here down in the ground. Oh, let's fix this real quick. There we go. Am I at the middle part? That looks middle. There we go. I'm just going to hide my cabling because, well, I don't want to look at it. There we go. There we go. And I guess we could throw a piece of cable here. And we'll just start going. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. But yeah, after we won't have to think about circuits anymore. And I was thinking too, this is probably going to be the hardest automation in this pack. The only other thing that's going to be even a little hard to automate is much later on. We have to do singularities, but even that's not going to be that hard. So the AE automation in this pack doesn't seem like it's going to be super hard. So yeah, there we go. I don't think so anyway, unless I'm missing something. There we go. So let's see here. Can it see circuits? That's what I care about. Circuits. Yes, it can see all the circuits now. So it's good to go. That's hooked up. That is what I want. And yeah, pretty fantastic, really, that it's already done. Next, I guess we'll hook these up. I was going to just throw these in the pod over here. Mostly because I don't know what else to do with it. It needs a spot. Originally, when I made these pods for the base, so I have 1 in each corner here, I was going to only do 4 nuclear reactors. Then I found that uranium vein. I was just like, what the heck? Let's just make tons of nuclear reactors and went a whole different route. So now I have these pods and no real reason for them. So we're going to utilize one here. And I came to the conclusion too. I'm not going to fully automate this. There's no reason for me to fully automate, to the creation of flux crystals, or you know what I mean, these growth accelerators, because you're just not going to use enough. I see other people automate them. I was just like, should I automate that? Then I really thought about it. I can do 1 or 2 giant batches, which is I do with a lot of things. I like to pre-craft and never have to think about it again. I think it would be kind of a just wasted time to me. To me, that's inefficient, and I am not going to be doing that. But yeah, to each their own. If you want to do it, have at her. I just not something I'm going to be doing myself. There we go. And I guess we could just get this hooked back in here. Boom, 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 and boom, boom. There we go. Guess we're going to have to wire it in, so we'll go this way. There we go. And there we go. That should be hooked in now. So let's take a look. Let's see if they get their particle effects. They do. They all have their little blinky, shiny, particle effecty thingy, and they're working good. So they're doing exactly as they should, and that's good. I'll need one facade here in the back. Just trying to keep track of those. I just need a water source in there, and anytime I need to make pure crystals, I can just come do it anytime. Easy peasy. Giant batches at a time, like I said. I'll probably only do it a couple times the pack and be done. Anyway, there we go, and I might as well fill this in. So that's that. One thing already taken care of, and that thing doesn't take a channel, so you don't even have to think about that. It's just literally just needs power. Let's see here. So that's hooked up. That's hooked up. I guess we could just start filling this in too, because there's no other reason to get down there again. There we go. I'm gonna put the inscribers against the wall here, and the carpenters here. Let's get the carpenters in, because they are the next step in the progression, I guess. Let's do this. And here's the center. That looks good. There we go. And I went too far. Now you've gone too far. There we go. So we've got 3 on each side. That's what I want. Excellent. Let's go grab our carpenters. Get them in place. We'll also need the reservoirs. There we go. Grab that. Grab that. Anything else? We'll grab the interface as well, I guess. And cables. We just need everything, I guess. Let's put 4 reservoirs here. 4 here. And you don't have to do it this way. It's just the way I'm going to do it. Because I want it to look good at the same time. So, at least the way I think it's going to look good. So, there. And you don't have to, I guess, use 4 interfaces here. You could do this with 1. Using conduits, filters. You just have to find a way of keeping only 60, a certain amount of the actual redstone ingots for the recipes, because everyone is going to take redstone ingots. Otherwise, I would just do conduits and very basic filters, and it would just, put the items where they belong. And but the problem is the redstone ingots. So the redstone ingots, you would just have maybe a counting filter or something hooked up to these. I guess you'd have to check if it worked. But if it worked, you could say, just always keep 4 of those in there. And something like that. And it would work that way, I guess. But I'm not doing that. I'm just going to use 4 interfaces. Just seems easier to me. So, anyway. We're going to do it this way. Use some filters. Actually, we won't even need to filter these this way. Which is an added bonus. Boop. And boop. There we go. Going to do that, do that, do that, do that. Might as well get these all wired up right away. Let's grab our nutrition module, which I don't need. I actually need this. Let's grab this. There we go. Here. Need a Yeta wrench. And I'm just going to, break these connections because I don't really need them. There we go. I'm going to set these to extract always. On all of them. Then set them all to interface into, insert into the interfaces. And basically all these are going to do is pull the finished product out of the carpenters when they're done. And, yeah, pump them back into the AE system. The interfaces will push the item straight into the carpenters, so we don't have to worry about that. That should work there. Let's get water on these. There we go. 1, 2. Then we can use these to do the rest. There we go. And I'll grab one more bucket, I guess, for our growth accelerator. And there we go. That's taken care of. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. And those are effectively wired up. I think everything's good there. It just needs power, right? Yeah, power for AE and power for the carpenters, and then we're good to go. So let's just do this. I'll have to use cable facades here. Just keep a track. And power. I guess I could do it in that little hole down there. Let's do that. And need to grab an RF transmitter, I guess. Boom. These machines don't take a ton of power. And if they were a problem, I could just add some conduit down here and it'd be good to go. There we go. And that should handle that. Effectively, I think that's everything. Yeah, excellent. We're going to have to make some patterns, though, so let's get to that. Let's clear some of this stuff out temporarily. There we go. Just go away. Okay, so we're going to need these, I guess, and nothing else from there for now. I think I got patterns already in here, so I already made a stack of patterns. Just surface quartz, iron, quartz glass. I think that's the regular recipe, so nothing special there. Yeah, we're going to need to set this to processing pattern. And we're going to need some redstone ingots, so let's do that. We're also going to need some diamond. We have 2,150 diamonds now. Now the system can see them all. Because I think there's 1,000 in that drawer there. Then there was more inside the actual modular storage. No, it was in a compacting drawer. We'll need gold. There. We'll need some Certus, pure. And I guess the rest is just all circuits, right? So let's go to... That's good there. Let's go 1, 2, 4 there. 2 of those. And then let's go to circuits. We do the rest just looking at the circuits really quick. So this one's going to take all blues. So let's do that. Boom. Well, why did I do that? That. And what's the last one? What am I looking at? This one. There we go. Get rid of that. And this will be for this circuit, the basic. So boom, we already got that pattern. I can clear that out. And that, I guess we'll go to this one. This one will take the gold. I guess I can get rid of those now. Actually, I can get rid of that now. The gold one takes the gray circuits, so let's get rid of those. There we go. There's that pattern. Done. Let's get rid of that. And that. Let's go to the white pattern, which I think is... Which one is that? That's the refined, I guess. Let's grab 2 Certus for that one. And this one takes all the green circuits, I believe. Yeah, it is green. So 1, 2, and this one. There we go. And I think that's everything. Boom. So we have our patterns now, so we should be able to run towards our diesels for no apparent reason. Totally discombobulated. Let's grab... Which one here? This is basic, right? Oh, I haven't actually set up the recipes yet. Or face these carpenters, so they look silly. There we go. That'll handle that. Let's go to... Here. Go to... Circuits. I'll make that one for this one. There we go. Then I can just throw the basic in there. There we go. This one I'll set up for this one. We're not actually going to set up this recipe today. This is for the advanced rocketry circuit, but this is going to be the carpenter for it when we get to that point. This one here, I guess we'll make the... Which one do we want to make it? I guess we'll make it this one. The white one, which is the refined. So refined. That is the refined. There we go. And this one we can make the intricate, I guess. Bam. And that's the intricate. There we go. We should have those in there. That should be all the recipes. Let's go test them out, I guess, and see how it goes. Not circuit. Let's go down here. You can just go to circuit. And let's craft one of these and see what happens. Come on. Say one. Big bucks. Maybe not. Maybe I have something wrong. Maybe I did something horrible. Everything's in there. What's it missing? Oh. I'm a total derp. They probably want some water. There we go. They're thirsty. Processed it. Got pulled out. Should be in the system. So let's go take a look. There we go. And there we go. We got our one circuit. Let's try this one. Let's make sure they all work. No point jumping ahead until we know everything's up and running the way it should be. That one's working. And hopefully this one too. There we go. All three are working. We already have the first stage of circuits automated. So next we're going to set up the inscribers, I guess. And for this one, we should only need the one interface. So we're only going to use one. So it'd be probably easier to do it this way with this one. So, well, actually, definitely. So let's go here, I guess. You know, I was thinking something like this, just coming across. There we go. And there we go. And where do I want to put the interface? I guess I could put it there. Let's grab our interface. I guess we could put it right there. Let's break that. There we go. And we should only be at about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 channels. So we're more than fine. We'll need some cable. There we go. And we'll need one cable there to power that. And I guess one there to power those. And from there, we can do the rest. The rest is going to be pretty much conduit and filters. So probably the easiest way to do it. So it's going to be the way I do it. Let's go here and here. There we go. We'll have to run conduit up, I guess. Like so. And we can bring it across. Oh, don't need that connection. Not on that one. And here. And I'm going to get these done one at a time. So, yeah. So, let's see here. How do I want to do this? This one's going to be on in and out, obviously. In and out. Extract always. We're going to put it to insert on brown. Probably the easiest way to do it. This one here is going to be for printed silicon. So we're actually going to need our silicon. Here we go. Silicon. And I actually want to get those into the drawers. So let's do that. Here we go. Throw that in there. I'm going to need one. We're also going to need filters. And I did not make those. So let's make filters. Let's go here, 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 here. I'm going to need a fair amount of these. Let's make like 8. And 8. There we go. If I have extras, I probably have extras in the system, to be honest. But anyway, on insert, I'm going to put a filter. Set that to silicon. There we go. We're going to need our presses. So let's grab those. 3. Oh, there's my silicon one. I was wondering. I thought, I lost my press. But I did not. There we go. That should be fine. So this one we want on this insert. No, in and out. Set it to extract on brown. That way we don't have to worry about the silicon going into one of the other machines, which is the main idea. Guess it isn't that bad because I'm going to set up the last one, the actually assembly machine, separately, I guess. So I guess it doesn't matter too much, but better safe than sorry. So the silicon in theory should be done, but I need to do the rest because when it pulls it out, there's a chance it could put it in the other machines when you do it with the conduit. So don't want to do that or have to deal with priorities because I could do the whole priority thing too, but why bother if you don't need to? Let's go here. Let's go to this one. This is what the calculation. Calculation is which one? The white circuits. So let's do that one. Let's do calculation. Here, I guess I insert another filter. Boom. The white circuits. Let's put it down here so I know it's done. We're going to put it on in and out. On extract, on brown, always. Same thing. Did I set that one to always? I did. Excellent. And that should handle that one. It's really not difficult once you get it going. Let's go to the engineering press. Let's go to use on that one. That one's for the blues. Go here. I guess another filter. Bam. We're going to put in the... Oh, that's on extract. We want it on insert. Insert first. Here. Put in the basic circuit board. And on in and out. Extract always on brown. There we go. Not too bad. Going pretty quick. See here, the last one, I guess, is going to obviously be this one. Not basic. We need the intricate. Nope, not there. Going to put that on, also on insert, with a filter, with this, on in and out, extract on brown. There we go. And I want to test these now, so we still got the one last subscriber set up, but that's not a big deal. We're going to have to do the recipe, though, so let's do, I guess, one silicon equals, yeah, one silicon equals one printed silicon. Let's try that one first. There we go. Let's grab that, go over here. One silicon equals, whoops. One silicon equals one printed silicon, right? There we go. Should be able to throw that into the interface. There we go. And let's see if we can get a silicon. Silicon here. We're at 99. Can we get to 100? It might need power. That power might reach. We'll know in a second. It's going to need power. Okay. I think. No, it didn't even get its items. Should have. Insert on brown. Let's see here. Didn't finally come in. I probably might have just did something silly too. You can't judge by these two. These machines never say they have power. I've noticed that, even when they're powered. Let's grab one of these. Grab this, I guess. Through one of these anywhere. It doesn't even matter. Boop. There we go. Let's throw a silicon in there really quick, just to make sure everything's working. It is. Is it getting extracted? It got extracted. So I just needed to insert the items. What's going on there? In and out. Extract. Yes. Do I have to use a buffer chest? Maybe that's the problem. It may be the problem. I can do a buffer chest. That's not a big deal. I just didn't think I was going to have to. Let's go to the recipe again. So silicon. Let's try it one more time. Here. Craft. Next. No CPU available. Because it didn't fulfill. Let's go to silicon again. There we go. I haven't had to use AE for a while either. It's been, what, 4 packs since I've had to use AE? Yeah. Okay, I'll throw in a buffer chest. Let's grab a chest. There we go. Do that. And this should fix this problem. I think the interface just can't export to conduit. I think that's the problem, maybe? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Here, extract. In and out. Insert on brown. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Because inserting into the chest isn't going to help anything. I would actually have to do a separate connection, wouldn't I, if I do it this way? Never even thought of that. Let's go here. Extract. And just, I guess we can search straight into. It's going to get, the wiring's going to get real horrible here, but nothing I can do. Let's try this one. Here. Extract, insert on brown. That should work. And I guess we don't need this connection here. Let's try this out now. Let's see if it works. Let's cancel. No, it's good. Let's go to silicon. Here. Next. Start. There you go. It is working. So it's pulling that. Going there. Let's make sure it made back to the system. Actually, the only other place it could end up is here. And it didn't. Which is good. And we should have 2 silicon in the system. Printed silicon. So that's up and running. I guess we need a buffer chest. Okay. I did not know it couldn't pull into conduit. Okay, let's get the next one set up here. I guess this one... I guess we just need recipes, right? Yeah? I guess? Yeah. Okay. So... the recipes will actually be super simple, so let's just get them all done, I guess. Get rid of that, get rid of that. One of these equals... oh, we need actually our printed circuits. Go there. I kept a copy of everything just to make it easy. So this one will equal that. Boom. Get rid of that, get rid of that. This one will equal, I believe, this one. Yes. There we go. Boom. And this one will equal the white one. There we go. And boom. There we go. We should have all our recipes now. I think we might actually have circuits automated. That easy. Whoa. No, we don't. Let me fix that one really quick. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's go here. Let's go here. I totally did that backwards. Let's go that. That. There we go. Actually, what am I doing? I could just do this, right? You pull this out. Actually, do you even need to pull that out? Can you just do that? Yeah, there you go. Pull that, pull that. Does that fix that? You know what? Let's just do this. You can just clear it, right? Bam. There we go. Shift right click, you can clear them. There we go, there we go. That's just a regular pattern now. One of those equals one of those. There we go. And I should be able to throw these in here now. So let's grab those. Let's throw those in there. There we go. And let's see if we can actually just craft these up really quick. Let's go to printed. Let's craft one. Let's start it. It is crafting. It's trying to. I can see it in there. It's being pressed. And it should have worked. Oop. Let's go to printed. There we go. It works. Look at that. Automation. Not having to do these circuits by hand is a godsend, I have to say. They are not fun. They're just tedious. There we go. And make sure the last one works. There we go. All 3 work. That's 2 stages done. Just like that. Sweet. We just need to get the last one done now. So that's what this last inscriber's done. Done. Last inscriber is 4. There we go. And there we go. Gonna break some connections here. I want to keep this one kind of separate, just so I don't even have to think about it pulling things it's not supposed to have from the other inscribers. So I'm kind of segregating it, I guess. Here and here. Insert on brown. Let's see here. This one's gonna have to be in and out. In and out. Insert on a filter. There we go. Let me see here. So I'm gonna need some redstone, I guess. Let's grab some redstone. There we go. Set that here in. I did that wrong. Insert redstone. There we go. Extract. On brown. Oh no, this won't have to extract. This one could just stay on insert. There we go. The other one that needs. No, this one has to be in and out. What am I doing? Do I even know? In and out. Extract on brown. Always. There we go. Go to insert. Let's go on a filter. There we go. Printed circuit. And I guess the last one we need one of each of these. And we already got them, so we don't even have to worry about that. There we go. I'm down the hole again. Let's go here. And we are almost done this, actually, which is actually fantastic. Here we'll go insert. Once again on a filter. And all 3. That should effectively finish this. Let's make sure everything's working. In and out. Extract brown. Insert on brown. We don't even need... No, we do need that connection. Okay. I need a fair amount of facades, but that's not a big deal. Let's go see if it works. Let's go see if we actually can... We've fully done circuits now. I hope so. Because I never want to look at these things again. Oh, I haven't actually made recipes yet. Let's make recipes. So... let's clear that. So... What is it? One of these... I need the finished circuits. I do have those in here, don't I? I believe so. Yes. I think? No, they're in here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So let's grab here. So I know this one for sure is this plus a redstone plus a branched circuit. Boom. Done. Done. Don't have to worry about that one now. This one, I believe, is the basics, right? So use... No. Recipe. Yes, it's the printed. It's the blue one. Take that out. Go. And where is it? Right there. There we go. There's 2. And the last one is the whitish circuit. There we go. Pull that out. And there's our last processor. There we go. I think that's everything. We're going to see if I got them all right. It's easy to mess up one recipe. Very easy. There we go. And let's see. Let's see. Can we do it now? So... Why isn't it seeing the recipes? Did I just do what I think I did? No, they're there. Oh, processors. That's why. I always want to call them circuits. Processors. Let's craft one of these ones, I guess. There we go. It's doing its thing. It's going through. It got extracted. Satisfied it. Satisfied the crafting task. Is good to go. Excellent. Let's try the next one. Need to try them all. Let's go here. One of these ones start. It's doing its thing. Perfect. Oh, it's so easy yet so beautiful. Let's do it here. One more. Oh, this one actually... No, everything's available. We're good. It didn't have to actually go through the entire process, but we've already tested all the previous processes, so it should work. It should work, no problem. There we go. We're good to go. Look at that. Look at that. Beauty. We have fully automated circuits. We do not have to look at circuits anymore for the rest of our lives. I don't think it works like that, but last thing. What is those things? Let's go to applied. What are the upgrades? Advanced card. I don't want the advanced. I want the speed upgrades. What are they called? Capacity, crafting, inverter, redstone, acceleration. I guess you do need the advanced. Okay. I could probably just make those. Advanced card. There we go. Can I make these? Can I make 2 sets? Can I make 3 sets? There we go. Excel. Mission card. What do we need here? Nothing special. There we go. Should be able to throw those into these inscribers and make them a little faster, which is always a bonus. There we go. Sweet deal. To speed everything up. Make it take a little more power. Have no idea with AE how much power anything uses. I don't think I ever knew. There you go. And that's that. That is automated circuits. That is good to go. I just need some facades and some cable facades, and we are good to go. And okay, I think I'm going to end this one here. I think we achieved pretty good, progression today. We got our circuits automated. We never have to look at them again. And we can automate anything we want now. Anything we want. We just need to get some molecular assemblers going, and then we're good to go. But, yeah, I'm going to end this here. So, as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. I want you guys all to have a good one. I'll see you guys next video. Later.